You don't talk to yourself because you're strange. You do it because some thoughts are too heavy to stay silent. So you whisper them. You test them out loud. You let your voice carry what your mind can't hold alone. And afterward, you wonder, is this normal or am I losing control? But psychology says something uncomfortable. The people who talk to themselves the most are often the ones thinking the deepest. Because when your mind runs complex simulations, it needs a witness. Even if that witness is you. Today, we're exploring why self-talk appears when the mind is under pressure processing, meaning, or trying to stay grounded. And why that quiet voice you're worried about might be the very thing keeping you sane. Here's something we're rarely told. The human mind was never designed to exist in silence. From the beginning, thinking evolved through dialogue, with others, with the environment, with language itself. When thoughts stay trapped inside for too long, they don't disappear. They compress, they loop, they grow louder, and eventually the system looks for release. That's where self-talk enters. Not as madness, not as weakness, but as a container. Speaking your thoughts gives them edges. It slows them down. It turns chaos into something you can hold. In moments of stress, confusion, or emotional weight, your voice becomes a stabilizer, a way of saying, I'm here, I'm tracking this. Self-talk isn't a breakdown. It's the mind regulating itself when silence isn't enough. Psychologists use a quiet term for this: self-witnessing. It means observing your inner experience instead of drowning in it. When you speak a thought out loud, you step slightly outside it. You're no longer just inside the emotion. You're witnessing it. This is why saying I'm overwhelmed feels different than silently spiraling. Language slows the nervous system. It forces structure onto feeling, and structure creates safety. This is also why therapists ask questions aloud. Hearing yourself speak reorganizes thought patterns in ways silence never can. Self-talk, at its healthiest, isn't noise. It's self-guidance. Not all self-talk comes from the same place. There are 3 common forms. First, problem-solving self-talk. This is the voice that says, okay, first this, then that. It appears under pressure, during decisions, during stress. It's clarity, not chaos. Second style, emotional processing self-talk. This shows up during grief, loneliness, or identity shifts. You speak because the emotion has nowhere else to go. You're not rehearsing insanity, you're metabolizing feeling. Third, rehearsal self-talk. Practicing conversations. Explaining yourself to an imaginary listener. Preparing for vulnerability. This isn't instability, it's anticipation. The mind preparing for impact. Talking to yourself doesn't mean something is wrong. It usually means something matters. Deep thinkers live inside abstraction. They don't just experience events, they analyze meaning. They replay, they question, they connect patterns across time. That level of processing creates density, and density needs release. Quiet people often talk to themselves the most, because their thoughts have been waiting all day. Carl Jung once suggested that unexpressed inner material doesn't vanish. It turns inward. Self-talk becomes a safe outlet when the world doesn't offer one. It's not about attention, it's about integration. There is honesty we need here. Self-talk increases during overload, stress, isolation, uncertainty, not because you're breaking, but because your system is compensating. It's the same reason people pace when thinking. Movement helps regulation, so does voice. The concern isn't that you talk to yourself, it's how. Is the voice cruel or supportive, guiding or attacking? Awareness, not suppression, is the key. The goal isn't silence, it's relationship. Speak to yourself the way you'd speak to someone you're trying to steady. Name the emotion, slow it down, offer direction, not judgment. Instead of, what's wrong with me? Try, Something important is happening inside me. Your voice can be an anchor instead of a weapon. Talking to yourself scares people because it reveals an inner world, and inner worlds make society uncomfortable. We prefer productivity to introspection, noise to silence, surface to depth. But depth doesn't disappear just because we ignore it. It speaks, one way or another. So, no, you're not losing control. You're maintaining it. That quiet voice isn't madness. It's scaffolding, holding a complex mind together in a world that rarely slows down enough to listen. You don't talk to yourself because you're broken. You talk to yourself because part of you is trying to stay whole. And sometimes, the most intelligent thing a mind can do is speak softly to itself.